Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening, wherever you are. It is early evening here. Oh, I see you, Arsenic. We see you, Bubby. Say hello to my beautiful Tabby. His name is Arsenic the cat. And here's a funny story. I'll keep it short because I'm long-winded as it is. So him and his sister, Arsenic and Cenarius, were both named after two different shades of the color gray. And this might sound crazy, but I was in my 40s when I learned that a tabby cat was this. I had seen them all my life, but I did not know that was a tabby. Because I've always been more of a dog person. I love you. Daddy loves you, Arsenic. He's such a love bug. But I named them, and I hear the alarm of Rose. There she is. She knows every time I'm cooking. She knows. You see, they have their food and their little treat bowl, which currently has no treats in it because if I put them in it, they eat them immediately. And I won't say who eats the most, but I'll give you an idea. But anyhow, with Arsenic, I named him after a color of the shade of gray, or the color gray, a shade of the color gray. And I had no idea that that's a tabby. So my whole kind of idea on naming him and Cenarius was just how they looked compared to the descriptions of these different shades of the color gray. So his name is Arsenic, and her name is Cenarius. And this is Rose. Her's having her fresh water. Ooh, like your water. Gosh. You know, I'm just starting to cook supper, Rose. I've not even got the vegetables cooked or anything. They're on the stove right now. But I want to make a video, obviously, to put more content on my channel. But one thing I've been doing lately is trying to cut back on what I spend on food, on groceries. And don't mind this. I'm hand washing some clothes. I'm not above it. So until I get my washer and dryer, my sister helps me with laundry, and I also hand wash things as I'm doing right now. But I live in a place where I can easily put them outside, hang them outside, and they're just like freshly clean. And clothes just don't smell as good, in my opinion, even fresh out of the dryer, unless you hang them out on either a line or let them dry outside. So these will be hung out and dried outside. It's just a few things. But tonight, what I'm doing is something I've been doing for supper for a while now. So I don't make much money. I work remotely in sales. I do not make commission. I'm an hourly paid employee, and I work about 20 to 30 hours weekly. Sometimes less than that, but I do work regularly. And at $10 an hour, you kind of have to really get familiar with budgeting. So what I've been doing is buying a lot of vegetables. What you see in my lovely old cooking pan here. This is actually a very expensive cooking pan. I got it for my favorite price, which is $0.00. I got it for free. But I have one small to medium bell pepper, a green bell pepper diced up, about half or a little more than half of a Vidalia sweet onion, organic, and probably 60 to 75% of a moderate size to large size head of cabbage. And I got some butter in there, and I let my vegetables cook, and then I season them, and then I will either add like organic chicken bone broth or reduced sodium chicken broth, or even brown gravy packets with the reduced sodium, like these right here, like that. I got that at Walmart. And it surprisingly makes a very delicious soup. So if you do it with the brown gravy, it tastes like the beef minestrone. I'm probably not saying it right. But without meat, it's very good. And to pair that, I usually make like grilled cheese sandwiches. Tonight I'm actually making egg sandwiches. I got my deli pepper jack cheese. I got some organic green onions here. I got my bread, and I got my eggs. So this meal, I would say, is roughly, counting what I use to cook, if I were to break down the cost of the vegetables per what I actually used, this is probably like a $6 to $8 meal. And it will last me about 2 days because I can make egg sandwiches or grilled cheese sandwiches every day. And my vegetables here will last 2 days. The soup part of the meal will last 2 days. So it's really cheap. That's about $4, maybe $5 if you're being like really rounding up. per day for food. And it's very filling and it's hearty. And honestly, with the largest part of it being vegetables, it's actually very healthy considering the alternative. And this is a guilty pleasure. This is not something you should probably buy because Edie's is not a very good brand of ice cream. It's delicious, but in terms of ingredients, it's just not very good for you. But this is one of the only no sugar added ice creams I can find. This entire tub, I'll set it here so you can see it better. This entire tub of ice cream was like under $4, and the whole thing only has 45 grams of sugar. I don't know if you can focus in and see there, but you have 9 servings in the whole container, and there's only 5 grams of sugar per serving. So 45 grams of sugar. Rose gets a little scoop or two of it each night, maybe a teaspoon size to table size scoop, and I have that about 3 days, maybe 4 days a week. I like to get the Halo brand too, the light salted caramel, but I don't think it's a very good brand either. From the research I did, I think Haagen-Dazs is like the most best quality in terms of ingredients ice cream you can get, and I just can't find any of theirs with the no sugar added or sugar-free options. I'm a type 2 diabetic, so I really have to watch my sugar intake. I do take meds, and my A1C, the last time they checked it, I think it was January or February of this year, it had went down from 9 point something, or I'm sorry, 6 point something to 5.8. So it's definitely getting better. I'm considered more like borderline or below borderline now. And it may have went up a little when I get my labs done here on the next visit, but it shouldn't be anything significant. I do take the weekly injection Monjero, which I'm going to be talking with my doctors and my retinal specialist about whether I should continue that or not with the current research. But I've taken it for about 2 years and not really had any issues. It does make you digest your food slower. Normally, we digest food in about 4 to 5 hours in terms of it leaving our stomach specifically. But with Monjero, you could have that setting your stomach for 12 to 24 hours. So it does keep you full longer, but I still eat very well on it, and I take the lowest dose. The titration dose is 2.5 milligrams a week. I actually stayed on the titration dose for about 2 or 3 months, and then I went up to 5 milligrams for a few months, and then 7.5 milligrams, I believe it was, and I quickly went back down to 5, and I've maintained my weight very well. But I hope you guys are doing well. I'll show you a view out my front door. It's a beautiful evening here in Kentucky. And as you can see, the hillsides are just gorgeous. They're blooming out. The leaves are coming out. And it's springtime here in Appalachia. There's my bed. The rest of my little home. It's still kind of vacant. There's not much going on. It's messy over there. I need to clean out my closet. That is my dirty clothes in that bag. And this is clean clothes that I have just like piled on here, and I use these to mop. So that's what's going on here in my little neck of the woods, my little tiny home. I live in a 14 by 28 foot tiny home, and it was an Amish built tiny home, so the construction structurally is just like a mobile home or a trailer. It's really solid. And it's beautiful. I love it. It's not much, but at least it's mine. And this is my side door view. That's how close I am to the hills. And there's where my kitties eat. And there's their fresh water. They've basically ate all their food twice today. And this is my essentially side and backyard. Just the woods. But I hope you guys are having a good Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. And remember, the Lord. I know all of you probably, in fact, most of you may not be Christians, but I am a Christian. But over the years, my faith has taught me to live it more than to speak about it or preach it. Not that I don't when the opportunity presents itself, because the Bible says we should be instant, in season, out of season. But I just try to show love and grace, and I try to implore that in the way I live, in the way I speak, and the way I act. So I have scriptures all over my house. I have them here on the refrigerator. I have my little bless this home sign up there. And I have scriptures here as well. And scriptures there. And then, of course, my Bible on my work desk. Look how messy my desk is. My goodness. I got to get that cleaned up this weekend. But that's pretty much all I had to say. I hope you guys have a great weekend, like I said. And to my sweet dear friend Lori, otherwise known as Alice Undone on YouTube, she got me something that I am just absolutely tore up from the floor up. Don't mind my messy closet. It's clean. I just got bags and all these bags and stuff everywhere. But one of my favorite bands is Garbage. I do not like a lot of their newer stuff, but my go-to albums were the debut album Garbage and then version 2.0. And one of the theme songs of my life is what this shirt says. And I saw her wearing the same shirt. She bought me a brand new one and sent it to me in the mail. I'm only happy when it rains. If my life had a theme song or a soundtrack, that would definitely be on the album. Yes, Rose, we hear you, darling. We hear you, baby. Do you want to say hi to the people on YouTube? What do you want to tell them? What do you want to tell them? Why are you so quiet now? Oh, she's her love daddy. I love her daddy. Yeah. Say, I am spayed and vaccinated. And the other day, I have my monthly flea and tick treatment from Century Plus. And I am in the business of liking belly rubs. She loves belly rubs. And this is, as I said, Arsenic the cat. He's a love bug. Don't let his name fool you. The only thing poisonous about Arsenic really is nothing. I mean, his name is Arsenic, but oh my goodness, you can hush him in it. But he's a love bug. He's sweet. And this is his mom, Hope. Arsenic and Hope, along with Cenarius and Alice, they're also spayed and neutered. Abel was as well, but he has been gone for weeks now, and I'm assuming he's been killed by a coyote or another tomcat or something. And I currently have 4 more kittens that I need. Well, they're cats now. They're about a year old. But I need to get them spayed and neutered soon as well. So I'm going to try to do that. But I hope you guys have a great day and a good weekend. And I hope to touch base again soon. I'm just going to chill here at the house and finish making my delicious supper. Rosie enjoys the vegetables too. She just cannot have onions because onions are bad for doggies. And she can't have chocolate. Neither can the cats. Rosie, do you have any closing words for the people of YouTube? I love you too, my baby good girl. Oh, sweet girl. What's this? If I ignore her. Arsenic. Oh, him a good boy. Look at them eyes. Him a good boy. This is what happens. She takes over. I love you guys. Well, you all have a good weekend, and I will, Lord willing, touch base with you soon. I appreciate all of your support, comments, likes, and views. And I hope to be making more videos soon. I deleted a bunch of storage off my phone, so I was able to make a somewhat longer video today. This phone is okay for what I paid for it and how long I've had it. But I'll be making more content soon. I hope to get me a backdrop and actually have like a little filming area soon. I had one, but while I was taking care of Alice, it got destroyed because she liked to go to the bathroom on the backdrop instead of in the litter box. And she had really bad bowel issues when she was younger. She still struggles with bowel issues now. Alice, she's not here right now, but I showed her in another video. She was attacked by something. I had let the kittens out for about 20 minutes or so to clean the whole bathroom, not just the litter box in here. I was like cleaning the whole bathroom. And they wandered up in the woods, and the only ones that lived, there was 4 or 5 of kittens. And Abel did not get hurt at all. He was fine. Well, he's not fine now, but he was. And then Alice, Hope, this cat right here, the mommy, she brought her to me limp and barely warm, like she was going. She was about dead. And I actually thought she was dead. I thought, am I going to have to kill her? Because I thought her neck was broke and she was suffering. And my sister said, well, give it a couple days and try to see if she improves. So I did. And I think the issue was her back was broken or her leg. And in addition to that, she'd probably laid like that for days, unable to nurse or eat or drink. So I gave her like a brown gravy mix package mixed with milk and water. And I just gently poured it down her throat. I didn't have a dropper. So I had to do the best I could. And within a couple of days, she started getting stronger. And within a week or two, she was up running, walking. She definitely has permanent disabilities from whatever happened to her, whatever attacked her. But she is so happy and independent now. It's not even funny. She's awesome. So she's my love bug too, but she still has digestive issues, so she can't stay in the house. She don't always, make it to the litter box. So she's lived outside for quite a while now, and she's actually got a lot healthier since she, has been living outside. And she enjoys it. So I'll hope to make more videos with Alice soon, but she likes to romp and play outside, and then she likes to come inside some as well. But I'm going to tend to these vegetables and get on with my evening. I hope you all have a great one yourself. And I hope to talk to you soon. And bye-bye. Thanks for watching.